station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight at 9, hail the size of ping pong balls dumping on parts of the DMV. From extreme heat to a Friday night storm. This week's weather is not playing around, but what it'll be like this weekend. That answer in moments.
And rain may have washed out some high school football games, but new security rules are sticking. Montgomery County parents react to some changes a week after a post-game brawl.
And Commanders fever gripping the DMV. New owner Josh Harris ready for kickoff.
And we need to bring that feeling of unity back, and I'm looking forward to doing my best to help that happen.
His vision for the future of the franchise, plus we're stretching your dollar with ways to save on tickets.
Good Friday evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Thasmeen Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. All right, we're starting the weekend with some storms out there. Let's check in right now with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
Yeah, Janessa, the weather even canceled some high school football games.
Yeah, you remember yesterday, if you didn't join us, we were talking to Sports Director Derek Forrest. He was telling us if there's lightning in an area or severe weather, they delay the game for about 30 minutes. And that's exactly what we saw, multiple rounds of severe weather. This yellow that you're looking at, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that's going to remain in place until 11 o'clock tonight. Right now, we're actually seeing kind of a lull in the weather pattern. I don't think our next round really impacts the area until about 10:30. Here was the zone. Actually, one area from Sterling, Virginia, Loudoun County was under a flash flood warning. It just has expired. And if you're across Haymarket right now, nothing happening, but still that flash flood warning is going to stay in place here for the next hour and a half or so. Now here's multiple isolated storms from Front Royal into Berrysville out towards our western locations. They're moving at a very slow speed, and so they're dumping a good chunk of rain in a short period of time. Those areas that saw flash flood warnings, we saw about 3 inches in about 2 hours. So super impressive. And one of those storms just completely stalled out. And so parts of Prince William, Loudoun County dealing with flood concerns. At this point, Storm Prediction Center still has us under that level 2 until midnight, and then this will kind of dissipate and we will no longer deal with severe conditions. The problem is that we have multiple rounds with this stalled out cold front as we go into the weekend. More storms, but cooler temperatures. I know that has been the topic of discussion all week. We'll watch multiple rounds of rain for your Saturday, Sunday, even going into Monday. Let's time them out. Coming up.
Yes, so thank you. And right now, flash flood warnings in effect for parts of Northern Virginia.
That's right. The state has already seen some extreme weather tonight. Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcilla is live tonight in Prince William County. And Max, you're in the Haymarket area. It's really been a wet evening for you.
It really has. It's dry right now, and as you can probably tell, we are in our car because we have seen some lightning recently, and as Janessa would be proud, we are deciding to play it safe. What you see right now is a park in the Haymarket area, and you can see some of that lightning in the distance. It has gotten a little bit closer, but the conditions throughout the evening have been wet, soggy. You can see the ground at this park is damp, especially this area on the right of your screen. We're going to show you some video earlier from when we were driving around in the Loudoun County in the Sterling area. The video you're seeing now is just near Dulles Airport, and this is the hail and severe rain that we saw earlier in the day. The hail, by some estimates, was up to 1.5 to 2 inches and was basically beating down on the car. Many of us, myself included, just pulled over to the side of the road until the most severe parts of the storm passed. So taking a look back live here in Haymarket, as you can see some flashes of lightning again. We're going to play it safe. As Janessa said, we're in between some of the major storms, so it's dry right now. But we are expecting some later, and of course the high school football games, including one in nearby Woodbridge, have gone under some delays. So we're monitoring a lot, and we'll keep you updated so you can stay safe tonight. We're live in Haymarket. Max Marcilla, back to you.
Max, thank you. And that severe weather postponing every high school football game in Montgomery County tonight.
Yeah, but before that decision was made, there was increased security at games all across the county. This following a fight after a game last week near the Bethesda Metro Station. 5 teenagers were arrested in that fight. Our Michaela Newton was at Walter Johnson High School tonight ahead of that postponed game.
Yeah, she reports on those new security measures that were supposed to kick in for the game tonight.
Well, fans didn't even get a chance to enter the stands because of the weather, but weather was not the only safety concern tonight. Before the decision to cancel, there was an increased amount of staffing at security. Several students were injured in that fight, and now those 5 students were arrested on assault charges. One of them is facing charges as an adult. But back to those safety changes. Now students must present a school ID. School-age spectators who aren't from the competing schools must be accompanied by an adult, and backpacks and other items will not be allowed. But police officers will also be present in identified areas of concern where students may hang out after games. Now, I did speak with parents tonight about their reaction.
It's atrocious that these students, one group of people could do this to another. It's just astonishing. I just can't believe it.
I think the parents are culpable. They should be putting a little bit more restrictions on the kids, especially since they know this has been happening and there's a big rivalry.
Also effective this week at all varsity football games, spectators will be limited to 75% of stadium capacity. MCPS says anyone who doesn't adhere to the new safety guidelines may be excluded from postseason games or suspended from multiple games as well. Reporting in Montgomery County, Maryland, I'm Michaela Newton for DC News Now.
And happening now, day 3 of the search for a murder suspect who escaped custody at GW Hospital. This surveillance video shows 30-year-old Christopher Haynes sneaking around a backyard in Foggy Bottom Wednesday afternoon. Minutes earlier, he's accused of assaulting an officer and making a run for it while being changed out of his handcuffs. And earlier in the day, Wednesday, Haynes was arrested in Manassas for the murder of Brent Hayward. Tara Bias, who's close to Hayward's, tells us the family fears for their life. She's raising money for them so they can move elsewhere.
The family is so stressed out, and obviously rightfully so. Rightfully so. There's an escaped convict killer out on the run, and they're scared to leave the house. You know, and they lost their brother, their son. They're not coping very well. The mother, she's crying constantly. She just starts crying.
So we'll hear more from her in our next half hour. In the meantime, if you spot the murder suspect, Christopher Haynes, do not approach him. Just call 911.
Meanwhile, developing tonight, Prince George's County Police investigating a deadly shooting happened near a shopping center in Clinton. We're told a man was found shot to death at the intersection of Mike Shapiro Drive and Woodyard Road just after 4 this afternoon. A suspect at this hour still on the run. Police say it's sad to see another act of violence.
Can empathize that we have another instance of gun violence out in the open of our community, and we rely on that relationship with the community to help us solve these cases.
Investigators say the victim was shot multiple times. His name has not yet been released.
And tonight, Arlington National Cemetery remains closed to all visitors after a reported bomb threat today.
Yeah, fortunately, officials say there were no explosives found there. The entire area is safe tonight.
Yeah, 27 funerals were planned for the cemetery today, and as of 11:30 this morning, at least 14 of them were delayed. But we're told the cemetery planned to hold all of those funerals before the day was over. Now, DC News Now talked to visitors earlier today, including John Scott, who was there for his uncle's military funeral.
We arrived this morning and police were here, and they told us, well, they didn't tell us anything, but we weren't allowed to go into the cemetery. So we looked on the cemetery's website, and they told us, it tells us that there's a bomb threat. You know, we got a lot of family here, came in from all over the eastern seaboard, and you know, we were looking forward to experiencing this military funeral.
And no word yet on what prompted the bomb threat. And heads up, the National 9/11 Pentagon Memorial will be closed on Sunday, September 10th, but will reopen on Monday, September 11th at 2 p.m.
And happening this weekend, thousands of cyclists are expected in the district for the annual DC Bike Ride. Tomorrow morning, about 20 miles of streets in D.C. and Arlington will be closed to cars while the event is going on. Most street closures will be around West Potomac Park, the National Mall, and Georgetown, starting from about 6:30 in the morning until 11 a.m. or noontime.